So now when I say Ssente, I just need you to sing along with me, or rather I need your help on coming up with a theme song for this whole segment. Let's go, Ssente. Hey, hey, hey. Julio Maya got Ssente. We all need some money. On this channel, we talk a lot about our journey to financial freedom. We talk about millennial money makeovers. My name is Mugabi Patsy and I'm the host of this segment. This June, we're talking about budgeting. So for you who is watching this is the time for you to bring your own budget. BOYB. See what I did there? On this channel, we encourage a lot of positivity. So I need to give you guys a tip on how to create a budget that you can stick to. Or rather, when people create budgets and not stick to them. Are you someone who is struggling with budgeting? Are you someone who has never budgeted but you're attempting to do it this June? You're in the right place. On this channel, I said we do a lot of positivity. So here is the tea. Literally, here's a tea. Here's a tea. Okay, we'll just cut to the intro. So, this tea is from Tea. It's a brand that I've discovered in Kenya. This is not sponsored, but Tea, if you're watching this, I would definitely love to work with you. I mean, like, I'm all for positivity, tranquility, serenity. Can you come up with any word that ends with T? Maybe Tea could come in for us and throw in a few goodies, who knows? Anyway, I'm ready to partake and also give you the tea on how to create a budget that you can stick to. So in this 2020, with a lot going on, I'm still confident that this can still be your year, especially for you who is intentional about your journey to financial freedom. So this is Ssente Lituation, I'm trying to get the word for it, but for you to grow your money and create a budget that works for you is something that I really want us to talk about. So I have been doing this on my Instagram stories for the last couple of 2 weeks. We're talking about budgeting there. So if you don't follow me already on Instagram, I implore you to. I came up with like placards and I said to show you guys. But you know what? No, today, let me speak from the heart. There's a Kenyan saying for it, kupanguza roho or something like that. I don't know. My Kenyan fam watching this, I need you to school me in some Kiswahili because I am failing. Anyhow, back to the budgeting technique. I need to plug you on. I think this is the only budgeting technique that seems to be working for me this 2020, and I hope that it works for you. So it's called, drumroll, 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 drumroll. It's called passion budgeting. A passion budget is a budget that allows you to create based on what you love spending on, but also eliminates the stress. Now, for you who is watching this and has never budgeted, there's so many different ways of budgeting. There's cable budgeting, envelope budgeting, zero-based budget, and we have talked about that in depth on my YouTube channel, and you're already here, so that's another reason for you to subscribe. If you haven't already, turn on those notification bells. Remember to give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and I'm going to leave a link or somewhere here to those previous videos. So, passion budgeting, here's the tea, guys. A passion budget is anything. So you've said, okay guys, you bear with me, I'm learning these things. So like, I have my notes here, so if I keep looking down, I'm reverting to them. But for real, here's the tea. A passion budget is a budget that allows you to incorporate happiness in your spending plan. Are you able to budget for the things that matter most to you and declutter the rest? So I was reading Money Makeover. I don't have the copy here with me, but I was reading Total Money Makeover by Dave Ramsey, and he has a lovely quote in there that says that people buy things they don't need to impress people they don't even like. Or rather, I missed a line in there. Let's rewind kidogo. He said people buy things with money they don't have to impress people they don't even like. I bet you ladies, there's shoes, there's bags, there's clothes. What are some of the things that you're spending on that you haven't even used in this last 6 months of 2020 or in your life generally? Share with me in the comment section. For me, in my case, I'm decluttering my closet a lot because where am I going in this whole corona period? But more importantly, I'm allowing myself to spend on things that bring me happiness. So the budgeting technique, this budgeting technique, passion budgeting, is a technique that operates best of our Pareto principle. So a Pareto principle is basically an efficiency principle. The old version says that 80% of our results come from 20% of our efforts. But now, as of 2020, we're using the 90-10%, 90% 10%. So 90% of our results are from 10% of our efforts. So it applies in different aspects of our lives, in time management, in getting work done, if you're employed, even in personal finance, and that's precisely what I want to show you. So our budget, I like how Deborah said it, that you know how you have GPS in a car and it tells you turn right, turn left, go like this, So previously people used to do it on pen and paper, and even in my thoughts, I did a budget for 10,000 Kenya shillings, which is roughly 380 Uganda shillings, or rather 100 USD. If you want me to do that video, if you want me to share the video, comment down below so that I can plug you on that. Or if you prefer that I do a video of 100,000 Uganda shillings, which is about 3,000 Kenya shillings, or $30, let me know so that I can go back into those places. So this passion budgeting, I have to give you a simple caveat. It's best of in as much as it employs the Pareto principle, it's only available to disposable income, that income that's available for spending. So another thing that I like about this whole about this passion budgeting is that it allows you to spend on your wants. So you've already taken care of your needs, like rent, food, and stuff like that, but your wants can be, I want to go out and eat, or order food from Jumia Food or Glovo or whatever app you're using to order your food. So that is a want. It's not necessarily a need because you can cook. But in this budget, we still have the basic elements of any budget, which is your income and your expenses. Your income is what is coming in, your expenses is what's going out. But a very core principle of this budget is that it allows you to spend on your wants. But why are we still creating budgets that we can't stick to? Is it because we didn't have this kind of conversations growing up on personal finance, guys? Well, here's the tea. So in my case, I have developed the Pareto principle in personal finance, as I'll share with you earlier. And what I need us to do is, as you're watching this video, I can do a template of my 10 wants I spend on. For example, clothes, hair products, jewelry. I love me some good brass jewelry, hair and stuff like that. Like those are ones, like things that make me happy, that I spend on. For you, it could be Netflix. I don't know. Can you share with me in the comment section what are some of the things that you genuinely enjoy spending on? Now, the reason why I need to bring up this whole issue of passion budgeting is it will help us to create passionate budget income streams. So in the last video that I alluded to a book called Straightforward Financial Growth, I learned something that one of the quick ways for you to create a passionate income stream is to solve problems. And I like how Pastor Moses put it. He said that doctors solve medical problems, lawyers solve legal problems. What kind of problem can you solve today that you are able to make money out of or make money off? For example, in my case, I am a content creator. I create such content because I didn't have these conversations on how to handle a broke day when I was growing up or stuff like that. But away from that, I want us to get back into the passion budgeting. And again, if you really want me to put like a figure to it, like 100,000 Uganda shillings or 10,000 Kenya shillings, just let me know in the comment section. And keep the tea flowing. This is our whole segment on Ssente Lituation. We're getting lit in our finances as we are equipped with this financial literacy. So this passion budgeting enables us to be happy in the things that we're spending on based off our passion rate. Now, allow me to allude to my notes. I said I didn't want to bring them up, but I feel like I need to show you guys. So for example, these are some of my top categories that I spend on. Now in this case, you can see I've broken down my expenses on a daily basis, weekly basis, and monthly basis. Now for you to assign a weight is 1 for the things that you don't really like spending on but you spend on, and then 10 for the things that that you enjoy spending on, like food for me, like eating out. So you have to assign it a passion weight. It's from 1 to 10, where 1 is the least favorite and 10 being your most favorite. So we want to categorize them into our top 5 and our least 5. So for our top 5, we will keep spending on them. But for this top 5 that we enjoy spending on, we're going to get the money from the least 5. So for example, I don't enjoy spending on clothes, but I spend on them because I've just seen a color that's popping, that's just right. Like for example, this Ankara jacket, like I've worn it 3 times in my life, 3 times. Can you imagine? And I've had it for a year and a half now. Can you imagine? But that's besides the point. So we have our top 5 categories, the things that we enjoy spending on, which is allocated their way to 5 to 10, and then we have these other things which you don't really enjoy spending on, which is 1 to 5. So we want to cut back on spending by a certain percentage, let's say 10%, which is going to be maybe 1,000 Kenya shillings or maybe 1,000 Uganda shillings, and I keep spending less of that amount and put more on this other amount. That's precisely what the passion budgeting technique is. You move from spending on things that you don't really enjoy and you spend on these other ones without breaking the bank. Again, a budget that allows you to create happiness, a budget that you can stick to, a budget that eliminates the stress, a budget that is good for you who hasn't yet started budgeting and would like to employ this technique. Another thing I need for us to understand is that after we have categorized these 5 different categories, we had 10. Remember, we had 10, right? 10. We split them into 5 that we enjoy and the other 5 that we don't really enjoy but still spend on. And now we have said that we're building on these 5 that we enjoy spending on, and the other 5 we're moving money to spend on these other things that we really enjoy. So by doing this, passion budgeting allows you to prioritize where your money is going. Remember at the beginning how I said I learned from Dave Ramsey that passion budgeting, just a budget, any kind, is a roadmap to tell you, go here, come here, do this, turn, right? So that essentially is what a passion budget allows you to do. It helps you to create a budget that you can stick to. So what are the 5 key takeaway points when it comes to passion budgeting? Right, so I'm still telling you the 5 key takeaways. The only thing I need you to remember from this video is 1, create a passion budget based off the things that you enjoy doing, that you enjoy spending on. After you categorize them, you focus on your top 5. The least favorite ones, you want to cut down the spending by a certain figure, which again, if you want me to do a practical budget based off a given figure like 100k or 10k, Uganda or Kenya or any currency, any denomination, please let me know in the comment section. And then lastly, when you control the expenses that you don't enjoy spending on, you build a passionate income stream. For example, if you don't want to keep eating out, you could learn a new recipe, fajitas, I don't know, shawarma, something like that, and sell online. If rent is a bit of an issue for a house that's not you're not primarily in, you could do Airbnb. If transportation is another issue for you, maybe for your car, you could do Uber or Bolt, formerly known as Taxify. I don't know, there's so many going on right now. And then the last thing is that understand that your budget is like a living thing. You have to rework it. You have to tell it where to go. You have to tell it where not to go. You have to tell it how much income can come in, how much income can go out. I'll share with you guys in the next video how I used to live a life where I never used to budget, and I used to wonder how I'm always in the deficit. Like, guys, we don't, on this channel, I told you, we only do positivity, creativity, tranquility, and for us to be in a position to talk about Ssente Lituation, it starts by taking charge of our finances by budgeting. And that being said, please, if you're just about to take on any kind of debt for any consumption purposes, I implore you to press pause on that button. I have a story for you, and I'll tell you that in the next video. But until then, I just need you to do one thing. If you've watched up until this point, share with me what key takeaway you want to employ or you have been using in your life. Share with me if you've heard of the Pareto principle before. Share with me if you've heard of passion budgeting as the term used before. And just like this, you see there's like a thumbs up? Give this video a thumbs up. Share with a friend or two. Remember to subscribe. It supports the channel, and we need to grow our community to 2K. Okay guys, I have so many stories. Until the next story time, I will have to end the video here.